Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Taggart with the Kirkland Health Institute and Lake Washington Chiropractic. I've been in practice for over 20 years in Kirkland, Washington. I have advanced training in neurology, spinal rehabilitation, and also in functional medicine. Today I'm doing a video on muscle testing. A lot of my patients want to have a greater understanding of how muscle testing works. Muscle testing is also known as applied kinesiology. Patients are often very surprised and excited when they find out that there's things that we can tell about what's going on in their bodies and find causes of why they have problems based on muscle test response. So we're going to spend some time today to help you understand how it works and also the science behind it. Back in 1964 there was a chiropractor by the name of George Goodhart. He's world famous. He learned how to test the strength of individual muscles. He made some interesting discoveries. He researched that, kept adding things, and other people have taken his work and added to it. And so today we have muscle testing or applied kinesiology. So to be healthy, we need to look at health on kind of three basic levels. There's the structural physical side of health, structural being the spine, the joints of the body, the muscles, the nutritional or the biochemical component, and also there's the emotional spiritual side of health. To have optimal health, we have to have a balance of all three of these components. So if you remember back when you took maybe high school or junior high physics, or you learned about the cells, physical science, you learned that the atoms are moving around. The nucleus isn't in a certain position. It's like all over the place. There's vibration. So this vibration of the cells creates a vibrational field in the body. This is also called the plasma energy field, and it's made up of highly ordered biophotons that transmit energy and information within and between the cells and with the background environment or field. Some doctors use lasers in their practices, and lasers stimulate healing by stimulating the bioenergy field of the body or through light. In 1994, the U.S. National Institute of Health, or the NIH, called the biofield an ensemble or matrix of different energies that extend outward from each person's body. So this is a government agency saying that they recognize the bioenergy field. So this is definitely not some new age concept. This is a science-based concept that we're talking about. The biofield regulates and balances multiple systems that range from the cellular to the body as a whole. A strong biofield not only supports and nourishes the body, but also strengthens a person's ability to cope with stress. A resilient and balanced biofield can be thought of as a protective force field against life's stresses. To learn more about the biofield, there's a couple books you could read. Lynn McTaggart, PhD, wrote a book called The Field, which is very good. Search for Fritz Albert Popp, PhD. He's written several books. They're all very interesting. Highly recommend them if you want to learn more about this. So we're dealing with what we call quantum physics. Quantum physics states that the healing power of the body is not now known to be limitless. Restoring and sustaining ideal cell resonance is an essential requirement for achieving limitless healing. Regeneration and rejuvenation. The greater the coherence of the quantum biofield, the greater the body's ability to heal. Now, cell resonance may be sustained or restored to ideal cell resonance by something that has the same resonant frequency. The only thing that matches the resonant frequency of the human body is something that was once alive, which is mostly ideally in plants. If you ingest toxins through any type of exposure, it has the ability to weaken your bioenergy field and to cause cellular damage. Albert Einstein, here's what he said about energy. He said that everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy, he says. This is physics. It's a pretty authoritative source, in my opinion. That's what he said. So how does muscle testing work? Muscle testing accesses the bioenergy field through the nervous system. The nervous system coordinates all the functions of the body through nerves, meridian channels, and other energetic pathways in the body. In other words, the nervous system, the bioenergy field, the endocrine system, the circulatory system, it's all one system, and we can access that through muscle testing. So here we have Lindsay today. She's going to help me do the demo. So we're going to demonstrate how muscle testing works. And so when we do muscle testing, what we're typically looking for is what we call a strong indicator muscle. So when she holds her arm up here, one of her deltoid muscles, I push on it, and I push until it locks against pressure. There's just a real solid feel to it. And what that tells me is that her brain is able to communicate to that muscle through the nerves out between the bones of the neck to make that arm work. When the arm resists against the pressure, there's another nerve that's going to go back up through the arm, back up to the neck and to the brain to tell the brain what's happening. So that reflex of the information from the brain to the body part and the body part to the brain is going to go through the spinal cord, back up to the brain and vice versa. So now what we can do, since we have a strong indicator muscle, what I can do is I can use my hands, and with light pressure, what we can do is we can stimulate different areas where there may be problems. And for instance, if we have a misalignment or what we call a subluxation, let's say in some part of her spine, what I can do is I can put light pressure over that area. When I put light pressure, her body has to evaluate if there's a problem, that there's sensory information that are going to go into her brain as I stimulate this area. If there's a problem there's a neurological problem, that information is going to be garbled, so to speak. It's going to go through the spinal cord and the brain. The brain's not going to be able to process that information properly, and it's just going to cause all the muscles to go weak. Similar to like if you your body was in some kind of an injury, all the muscles tend to go weak as a means of causing you so you don't hurt your joints. So it's kind of a similar issue. So let's go ahead and do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to check her. We're going to check areas of her neck, and then we're going to check areas of her mid-back. And so what we're going to do is we're going to check T10. When I check T10, she's real soft, but if I go to T11, she can't hold it up. Now try really hard. It's so easy to push her down. I mean, she can grit her teeth and try as hard as she possibly can, but I can push her down easy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go one segment off this. Now try as hard as you can. Now I'm basically pushing almost as hard as I can, and I can't break her, but if I go down to T11, try hard. It's so easy to push her down. So there's a misalignment or a subluxation there. So with muscle testing, we can check cranial problems, we can check muscular problems, trigger points. So anything that's structural, on a structural basis, we can check it with muscle testing. It's an amazing tool. It helps me quickly find what we need to do to find out what's causing a complaint. So muscle testing can not only help us evaluate the structural aspects of health, but also can help us evaluate the nutritional or biochemical side of health, and also the emotional side of health. So every substance that we encounter, whether it be from nature or man-made, has a biofield signature. It has a resonance frequency. Anything that has substance has a vibration to it. These vibrations may be harmonious with our biofield, which would increase the biofield strength, or may be detrimental, which would weaken the biofield and cause us our resistance to break down and would cause us ill health. So with muscle testing, we can actually find out what type of metabolic issues might be going on. It's a tool we use. We also use laboratory testing as well, but it's an additional tool that helps us find things. We can also evaluate what patients may need on a nutritional basis. And it's a very helpful thing. It's a very accurate thing. So let's go ahead and do a demo so that you can see how this works on a real patient. Okay. So now we're going to demonstrate how applied kinesiology can evaluate the metabolic system and also help us know what nutrition might be of help and what nutritional things won't help. So we're going to take a strong indicator muscle again. Very good. And what we're going to do is I have some vials that have different foods that Lindsay may have sensitivities to. And so what we're going to do is we're going to bring this vibrational energy into her biofield and see if she can handle it. So she's strong over her thymus. She's actually okay over her kidneys, but when we check it over the gut, she goes very weak on that. So there's some foods that she eats that are causing some digestive upset. Now what we can do is we can find there may be a nutritional product or maybe an adjustment that will help clear that energy blockage that maybe she won't have that sensitivity anymore. So in this case, just for demonstration purposes, we're going to show how a nutritional product can help bring bring that biofield back into resonance when we have this potential allergen in her body field. So there's a product that we use called Premier Cleanse, which is a digestive product, and we bring that back into her bioenergy field, and she goes real strong on that. So in that case, I would recommend that as something that she needs to do to kind of detoxify her colon. Would help her digestion and would help her immune system do better so that she doesn't react to that food. Now what we can do, the body is very sensitive, we can try a different nutritional product and see if we get the same response. So this is a different nutritional product, let's see if it helps this issue. And it does not. She does not strengthen at all. So the body is very, very sensitive, and this is extremely accurate as finding what's going to help and also what's not going to help. A lot of people come to my office and bring in shopping bags full of nutrients, and we always want to test what they're taking because we find a lot of times that those products they're taking make them weak. They're here because they aren't really getting better, but they're attempting to find, do something, so they're on the right idea. They just need more professional evaluation to find out what's going to help and what's not going to help. So this is a very effective tool to help me know what people need to take on a nutritional basis, and also to help evaluate the overall biochemistry as well. So how does muscle testing benefit me in my practice? It's a huge, huge asset. I could not practice and have the success that I do now without using it, because it helps us find things that standard tests just cannot, at least with the technology today, cannot find. So it helps me evaluate a patient on a structural basis, a nutritional basis, and also on a mind-body basis. Sometimes health problems have a emotional component to them, especially if their patients have done a lot of things and it's still not improving. Sometimes there's a mind-body component. There's very effective ways that we deal with that. So we use muscle testing or applied kinesiology in conjunction with other standard tests like x-rays, laboratory testing, to help us know what to do to help get patients better. And we're very good at that. Now, one other thing I want to talk about is that a lot of patients will ask me, well, why do I use these products? I'm always trying to find better and better products. The products that I've been the most happy with and I've used for quite a long time are two products, one by a company called Premier Research Labs. They make some tremendous products. Their products are very clean, so to speak. What unfortunately you don't realize is that people go and they buy nutritional supplements because they say they want to go the natural way, and they're assuming that these companies are putting things that are going to be good for you. Unfortunately, this is a bit of a myth. There's a lot of marketing going on, and there's a lot of supplement companies that put a lot of additives and fillers and things that are actually can decrease your biofield, that are put in nutritional supplements that are supposed to be healthy, and it makes the products not near as effective. So Premier Research Lab is just absolutely not going to compromise on any of their raw materials. They don't put any fillers or excipients in their products. All their products are tested for high bioresonance, and I just find that patients have tremendous response from it. Also, Supreme Nutritional Products, it's a great another line. Also have a very high standards, and these are the products that I use, and I just get the best results with them. So a lot of people don't realize that some of their nutritional products that they're taking don't really come from a natural source. So like a lot of people take B vitamins. Well, you can get B vitamins from a derivative of coal. So would you ingest coal? Probably not, but some companies will use coal tar as a way to create B vitamins. So there's just a lot of things that can go into nutritional substances that aren't helping you and maybe actually harming you. So we're very careful on what our recommendations are. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and helped you understand a little bit more how muscle testing works. And muscle testing is an amazing tool. It's just fun to come to the office every day because it helps us find out what to do. And we use that again with conjunction with other standard tests. But it's an amazing tool. Couldn't practice without it. And that's why we get such outstanding results. So thanks for watching this video. So I wanted to thank Lindsay for being our demo today, and also she was the camera woman, so that was real helpful. So Lindsay volunteered to share some of the wins that she's had over the years of being a patient in our office for a long time, 21 years now, isn't it?
Yeah. I met Dr. Taggart because my mom was looking for a source of relief in my chronic issues to allergies, and not only after many different doctors that we had seen, nothing was working. And fortunately, Dr. Taggart was able to not only help me in that instant relief, but cure me of any future allergies. I'm actually no issue on that. And I also experience a lot of stress-induced issues where I'll get stomach cramps, or I'll feel all of a sudden a random neck pain that came out of nowhere. And instead of going to see a doctor, I come straight to Dr. Taggart, who then through muscle testing, whether it's structural or it's nutritional, he finds the source, and then we find the solution to it. And so I'm very grateful for him that I can live my life as a normal, healthy person with very minimal issues. I mean,
yep, because you're healthy.
Yes, so thank you.
And without our care,
I walk around with a bag of prescriptions. So this is a wonderful alternative.
All right, thanks a lot, Lindsay.
Yeah, thank you.